decided I was going to do a half marathon, and then got it in my brain to do a marathon. So
So what got in your brain to do the half? What? I mean, I guess you've done. So when you're doing the half, what's your long? Is that 10K probably the longest run you've done at that point when you're
that
starting
was,
out?
yeah.
So you're, and what's a 10K, like 7 miles?
That's 6.2.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're looking to double that, more than double.
Yep.
Does it seem? I mean, I mean, in my own experience, I remember like it's interesting. So much of what you're saying is very similar to my kind of journey.
Yeah.
And just a funny memory popped in my head, which I'll get to in a sec. But I was running, like I used to run 1 mile, and then 1 mile would kick my butt. I'm like, and then I just had the idea, let's try two. And I'm like, whoa, if anything, two felt better. Like the second mile felt better than the first.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And still to this day, I mean, no matter how long, the first mile is usually, I expect it not to be the most pleasurable mile.
Yep. Yep. I find the same thing.
But then I went 2 and then 3 and I 7, actually the loop from here kind of out to Route 69 and Patterson and up and around. That's a little over 7 mile loop. And I started getting that, I'm like, wow, I'm doing 7. And then it's like, okay, well, where's the next? Then I found an 8 mile loop and then I just,
Yep.
and I haven't really found like this point where like that falls off. I mean, there's a point where I get tired. There's a point, you know, but it doesn't get, I don't know. It's a weird thing that happens that you'd think it would stay hard and more uncomfortable. Like, I think of somebody that hasn't ever run over a mile. It's like, you should try more than that.
Yeah.
It's a different feeling the rest of the way.
And then, if you had told me that, I'd be like, yeah, uh-huh.
I know. And the funny thought that popped in my head. So I was running in Brewer around, and Jason, Heather's ex,
Oh, yeah.
happened to see me one day, and he goes, I wanted to say hi to you, but you look so grumpy. And from that day on, I purposely, when cars go by, I smile and I wave to every car. I'm like, I don't want that to be my
Right.
persona as I'm running, even if I'm feeling it inside.
Right.
Yeah.